am backstage at KnuckleMania with the undefeated winner, Francesco Ricchi. Francesco, how are you feeling? That was one heck of a fight.
Pissed with my performance, but good overall. I guess it's a win. So it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win, right?
Yeah.
Why are you pissed at your performance? You knocked him down twice, as I recall, in the second round.
Because I was cooking a steak in the first round. I don't know, I was sleeping or something, but he did a good job. I was expecting him to throw the one and then throw the overhand. So after he threw the one, I sat there and I slipped this way expecting the overhand, but he was able to time it with 2 jabs instead. So my head was pretty much a still target. He was able to capitalize on it, but it is what it is. I got back up, made it to the end of the round, and then in the second round, I just started putting in work, put rounds in the bank. And I think the only round that I lost was actually the first one. The score was 48-44. So yeah, so I got a 10-7 round, I think, in the second, so I feel good.
I feel like you did a really good job of keeping Botswick at range.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I knew I was a taller fighter. I was expecting to catch him coming in, and I forgot how much bare-knuckle does to your hands. Like, this hand was pretty swollen in the first round. So it hurt throwing it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I got fingers hanging off of it. I'm going to hit him with something. So, just kept going. You
told me just a few minutes ago that you're not as happy with your performance as you could be, but I thought you did an amazing job with your uppercuts and jabs.
I did, but the goal is to get in there, hit him with some good and not get hit. In the words of the famous Nate Diaz.
Did you notice he was gassing, and that's when you went in for the kill?
I knew he couldn't keep my pace. He's more of a one-shot, seek and destroy kind of fighter, and I like putting on more and more volume, and trying to expose flaws as they come out in the round. And I don't care if I get a knockout in the 5th round or the 1st round, or even if I go to the judges. But obviously the goal is always to get a big knockout. So, I noticed that he started to get a little bit more winded, but he did a hell of a job. He's tougher than I thought he was.
What would you have done differently if you could in this fight then?
Keep my hand up. Yeah, keep my left hand up and then move my feet a little bit more. I should have, my goal was to keep him on the fence. I know that he's a pressure fighter, but my goal was just to keep him on the fence, and as soon as he would come in, make him pay with a jab. And if he would get past the jab, then obviously follow it up with something. And I don't like the amount of volume that I threw, but I was a little bit handicapped just because my hands are swollen. So.
Do you feel like this was the biggest win of your career, though?
Not really. I think the Noah Cutter one was the biggest one of my career because I almost died in that fight. In terms of opponent, though, yeah, for sure.
And our very favorite coach here, what do you think? How did he do tonight? Because I thought he did great.
He did excellent job. Except the first round, he did a little mistake, but the rest of the rounds, he dominated completely the fight. So he did a pretty good job. It's not easy to get it from one night down like that to get the fight.
This guy's a legend. Yeah. He doesn't get enough credit for it, but he's a legend, and he works in secrecy. We call him Master Splinter because he's made a lot of people very famous, and he's brought a lot of big fighters up to the big stage, including the UFC, including title shots in the UFC, and doesn't get the recognition he deserves. So,
what would you say is the best opponent for him next, Coach?
For me, it is
Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
The Platinum Tooth Fairy. He got on a podcast after he won his last fight against a boxer, and he got on a podcast claiming that I'm a pussy and I didn't want to fight him. He's sitting there saying that I don't want to fight him. If they offer me enough money to fight him, I wouldn't fight him. I actually reached out to Nate, Dave, everybody. I even reached out to friggin' Dave's housekeeper, and I was like, dude, I will fight that guy, and don't pay me any show money, don't even pay me a win bonus, pay me only a knockout bonus. I'll take money only if I knock him out. So the deal was that's exactly what was gonna happen. We have a little business disagreement, and the deal between us was no slander, defamation, and that shithead got on the mic and decided to say that I wouldn't fight him, and I was too scared to fight him. I reached out to them right away, and then Dave told me that he, quote-unquote, Nate told me that he, quote-unquote, chose Julian Lane, and I'm like, nah, Mike Perry can't be. So then at the press conference, he confirmed that. He said, I chose you, I chose you, I chose you. So, if he wants to get the smoke, come get that smoke. If not, keep my name out of your mouth.
That sure would be a heck of a fight that I would like to see. Final thoughts tonight from you, Francesco.
I'm going to go hug my girlfriend because I probably had her worried sick. She did a lot for me this camp. And, go say hi to all my friends.
Any final thoughts tonight on the fight here tonight?
We got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah.
For Bare-Knuckle News, I'm Susan Singori. And remember, no one beats us to the punch.